Hey everyone, I'm Mariana, and I am back today with a movie review. I realized I have not done a standalone film review since The Invisible Man, which was in the beginning of the year, and a big part of that is we just don't go to theaters anymore. And the streaming releases have not really stuck with me all that much. However, I finally found something that I genuinely really enjoyed and would wholeheartedly recommend to anyone who hasn't seen it yet. And that is, as you can tell from the title, Palm Springs. The story is about Niles and Sarah, played by Andy Samberg and Kristen Milioti, who get stuck in a time loop, reliving the same day over and over again, fully embracing the meaninglessness of their new lives. Also, angry J.K. Simmons is in this movie, and angry J.K. Simmons is the best J.K. Simmons. If your first thought hearing this was, oh, so Groundhog Day, you're not wrong. This is definitely a take on that Groundhog Day premise. Why would I want a lesser version of Groundhog Day? I said it's a take on that premise, not a lesser version remake. I actually think it's a pretty fresh take on that premise, and Palm Springs does stand out, even though this concept has been done multiple times before. First of all, this is not a movie where the characters use their time in this endless loop to make themselves better people or help others or make a world a better place. So they're just a couple of jerks. Why would I care? Just stay with me on this one. You know I am not someone who likes movies about jerks. So one of them, Sarah, really wants out of this loop and will try anything to get out, while Niles, who has been in the time loop for much longer, has fully embraced the nihilism and is trying to convert Sarah to the idea that life is now meaningless, none of what they do matters, and they should just let it go and have fun. Obviously, this being a properly written story and a romantic comedy, things do eventually evolve, but I'm not going to talk about that because of spoilers, and also because if you've ever seen a romantic comedy, you kind of know what to expect. Here's what I loved about it. First of all, I love time loops. Wanna guess what series review is coming up next on my channel? Even though Palm Springs is very light on the science portion of the sci-fi element, this is just something I enjoy seeing on screen and a concept I will always have interest in. In this film, it's used well and in a way that makes sense, so I was naturally on board. Second, it's funny. I am someone who often struggles with modern day comedies because I find the majority of them to be over the top and lacking subtlety, whereas Palm Springs actually really struck the right balance for me. It's funny, clever, charming, and refreshing, exactly what I needed this film to be. Third, the cast. This one is a bit of a surprise for me because I am not the biggest fan of Andy Samberg, but I thought he was excellent in this film and really fit the character he was playing. The standout, however, was Kristen Milioti. I just could not get enough of her here, and she clearly has a bright future ahead of her. I was already excited to see her because I loved her in one of my favorite episodes of Black Mirror, USS Callister. If you haven't seen my Black Mirror video, check it out. But she really shines in Palm Springs, and the chemistry between her and Samberg is just perfect. The only real issue I have here, which isn't even a big deal considering the genre, is that knowing what to expect that I mentioned earlier. There is a certain level of predictability that comes along with rom-coms, and while the majority of this movie does feel fresh, as I mentioned earlier, it also occasionally falls back on those genre cliches that I really wish it would have avoided. They're not major enough to ruin the film in any way, but this is also what's keeping it from getting to that next level. Now, before I give my final rating, please don't forget to leave your thoughts on Palm Springs in the comments below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you somewhere in between? What did you think of that ending? There is some debate going on about what it meant. People are interpreting it in different ways, so I would love to discuss it with you in the comments. So, Palm Springs was a lot better and a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I can easily see myself watching it again when I am in need of a movie that keeps things light and fun, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is in need of that as well, which at the moment a lot of us are. Thankfully, it is available on Hulu, so if you are their subscriber or if you're looking to try their service out, it's going to be waiting there for you. I would even go as far as saying this is currently my favorite film of 2020, which isn't that big of a statement considering how many exciting releases have been delayed, but it's still a film that I truly enjoyed and a film that I believe is going to remain one of the standouts of the year, no matter what the second half of 2020 brings. I am giving this one a very confident 8 out of 10, and I'm already looking forward to seeing it again before the year ends. All right, everyone, that is it for this review. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what your current top 3, yeah, let's go with the top 3 movies of 2020 are. Maybe I missed something. I would say that the other film that I really enjoyed was The Five Bloods, but other than that, it's been kind of okay with 2020 so far. Also, yes, I know my posting schedule has not been amazingly consistent, let's put it that way, in the past few months, and I am sorry for that. I am working on figuring out a much better schedule for myself, so I am very excited about videos that I have planned for the next few months. I have a lot to talk about, so fingers crossed I have figured this out and you're going to see a lot more consistent content from me here. So stick around, and thank you so much to all of you who have made it to the end of this video and who continue to support me by watching my videos and to support me on Patreon. A very special thank you to the patrons whose names are on the screen right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, turn on notifications, follow me on social media. You guys know what to do. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.